Hey guys, so we got a new camera now. It's Q4 starting, so planning to just document everything for Q4, But no, tomorrow I'm heading to Capital Club in Bali, meeting some people like Luke Belmar, a lot of heavy hitters as well. So I'm gonna walk you guys through and show you guys what happens over there. Sean, Shaun. So this is day one of Capital Club. Just ended. Right now it's about 4:30 a.m. Just finished up a long session of meetings. I need to wake up in about 4 hours from now, but that's how it is, right? So I got here about 7. Had dinner right away. Met some friends from the past Capital Club events. Saw Davey there from the UDI. So looking forward to meet him and speak with him and learn from him. Someone who does multi 9 figures per year, crazy guy. So looking forward to that. But besides that, lots more to do here, lots more to learn. Just keeping your mind open and see how it goes. So now we just got done with day 2 of Capital Club, and today was just a bunch of speaker talks, which was pretty good. So we started off with Mark Joyner, told us a bit more about PsyOps, which is really interesting, and actually quite surprised that we had this level of talk here, because from my experience, from what I've heard, the talks aren't superb in Capital Club, but the way he presented it was really good. He made a very hard concept very simple, and he taught us how to apply it for all of business life in general, which was really good. We had Luke Belmar tell us about how he distributes his content. We had Stuart tell us about how he built his teams. And, surprisingly, these are actually very helpful topics that were brought on, and they're not like surface level. It's actually pretty deep and pretty helpful for my scenario. Pretty much a long day of talks, met a lot of people as well. Also, we had dinner by the beach. That was pretty nice. Food was pretty good at the beach, but we had pasta and stuff. But overall, so far looking pretty good. Met quite a few people doing pretty well. Also, lots of people doing 6 figures per month. Met up with my friend Alex as well. He's doing about 5Ms at 18. Talked to him about creatives. Waiting to see what they can bring on the other days. Right now, today, day 1, mainly talks. The other days, tomorrow we have a beach day coming up. We'll see what's gonna happen over there. Looking forward to meet new people and network. Hey guys, it is the 4th day of Capital Club. It's about 3 a.m. right now, and I am having a sandwich. I came in here with 0 expectations. I expected it to be meh, but the speakers have been phenomenal, and I've learned a lot. The value I've learned so far will help me make over 15k easily back for the amount I paid. Really shout out to Luke, who hosted Capital Club, and of course you see people who have personas online. In person they're different. He's real, he's authentic. In person, same. I'm really surprised by how genuine he is. A lot of sauce was given by him also. The way he thinks, the way he operates, it's really eye-opening for me. A lot of times coming to these events, it doesn't need to be, hey, make money, get this deal, whatever. Sometimes it's just going there, being humble, being willing to learn. Seeing people bigger than you operate helps you unlock different channels inside your mind. To remove limiting beliefs, to think differently, and that's all it is. Right now it's Q4 as well. Imagine you remove like a limiting belief. Let's say you thought 1M per month was the max. You came to events like this, and then someone does 10 million per month, right? You'd be thinking, hey, maybe my goal is too small. You think bigger. Let's say you want to hit 5Ms, right? Even if you hit 3M, for example, that's way more than you initially thought of. Limiting belief removed. People make money in so different ways. There's an infinite solutions to a problem. So whenever you think you're stuck, so many things you can do. There's so many ways to make money, so many ways to go about things. And if you believe that the universe is infinite, that means there is infinite solutions to your problem. So it's always about a way to go about something, and that's something I learned coming here as well on the first day itself by Mark Joyner. Investing so much in myself for something like this, only 5 days, I was thinking, hey, 15k, I can use it to travel the world. Travel first class actually. But given a chance, I would have done it again. And I will likely be doing it a lot more in the future. I place these bets on myself because I know the person I will become afterwards is able to make that money back, not in 2 days now, but in 1 day, let's say. Being able to have connections as well, actually having people to speak to in your relevant field or more complex topics that no one in your friend group back at your hometown wants to speak about. Being able to build a club, being able to build a brotherhood like this is immensely valuable. Learning from people who are at the top of the food chain at the game, how they operate, how they think, applying their mindset to what you are doing has been very eye-opening for me as well. And one of the biggest learnings, surprisingly, I've learned also, there's different solutions to do when you're tired instead of just drinking coffee. When you move your body up and down, biohacking stuff that Mike Chang taught us, it's surprisingly very useful. After I did that, I was very awake. I've been sleeping like 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, I've been sleeping 2 to 3 hours during this whole event, but yet it's 4 in the morning. I feel awake. I'm gonna feel like shit in the morning tomorrow. I'm gonna do the exercise with him. I'm gonna feel awake again. There are a lot of different hacks to opening your mind, your body, and that's my experience so far on day 4 right now. Catch you guys another day. So we're back here in Malaysia right now. Since the event, it's been almost 3 weeks now, and I had a bit more time to reflect on everything that I learned through the event as well. And for anyone watching who's wondering whether, paying for events like this, is it worth it? Maybe it's what it's like hanging out with Luke Belmar, or in general, what it's like going to networking events in general. What I will say is you can never go wrong investing in yourself, and it depends what your intentions were. I run an agency, for example, and I didn't go there with the intention of, closing sales. I went there, it was already start of Q4. I went there with the intention to just be inspired. So when it comes to Q4, I can remove limiting beliefs and really scale to where I want to in Ecom this Q4. I went there with an open mind and hanging out with other entrepreneurs there as well, people who from 7 to 9 figures. I think for the intent I went there for, my goals, definitely was eye-opening and definitely was well worth it to me. To see so many young entrepreneurs making so much money, people making, $100 million exits, people who are making billions, and you just sit there and you're just like regular people having regular conversations with them. Even regular conversations with them regarding regular topics, getting their takes on it, was very, very interesting. And you can see really what is the difference between someone who's making, like, say, 100k a month now and $1 million a month now. Being able to see that difference in real life, this really shows you how much harder that you need to work and what type of levels you need to get there. And being able to ask them questions of how to get there, how they got there themselves as well, was super beneficial. So it's not about what you know, but it's about who you know, right? And now, made friends with some of them as well, in case I have anything in the future I need help with, I can help them out with it, and if anything, I can get help from them as well. And hanging out with Luke Belmar, he's seen as more of a guru online, but in person, he's pretty much like the same person. The event overall was filled with a lot of high quality people, although it was in random place in Bali, right? It's more about the people there, because who else would pay 15k US for a 5-day event in Bali? It doesn't really make sense for a regular person, but it's more of a qualification thing. That's why only the people who were very high level went there. I've been to other networking events as well, but little people weren't really the same as when we went to Bali, because who's gonna pay 15k just to go to Bali when it's super cheap there anyways? And I met a lot of good people there. One person, I found one of my friends there I met, his name is Victor. I asked him how much he was doing last year e-commerce, and he was already doing 9 figures a year, 100 million plus. There's way more than a lot of the gurus you see online, right? Even meeting people like Davey, running the Uri, doing 9 figures a year as well. You won't meet these type of regular people, in other smaller events. These type of events really bring out the best people there. So if you ask me, was it worth it? Yes. Would I go again? Also, yes. And it really depends on your intent there. If your intent is just to network learn, I think it's perfect for you, and you should definitely be investing in yourself, whether that is courses, whether that is networking events, etc. As long as you know, do your research, of course, behind who is hosting the event, what's your intention, then I 100% recommend it. And I recommend going to Capital Club as well, and I will be going to the next one too.